Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. Friends, we are discussing about different units of the first course of MA Education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University. The first course code is MES011. Course title is Understanding Education. Under this course, the first unit, that is Unit 1, unit title is Education as an Operational Aspect of Society. In our first program, we have already discussed the first aspect or the first content point of this unit, that is education as a subsystem of the society. How education considered as a subsystem of the society or as a miniature of the society, we have already discussed in our earlier program. And in this program, we will discuss about education as an operational aspect of society, especially what are the different functional aspects or operational aspects that undertakes within education, that we will discuss. This is part of unit 1 of MES 011. All our learners, those have taken admission in MA Education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University in January 2020 session, as well as those are now taking admission in July 2020 session, will be benefited from this program. They have already received the study materials. The soft copies of the material is available in eCampus in students application, student app of IGNOU. They have already downloaded, and at the same time the hard materials of the SLMs they have also received. Most of the students have received, and now they are also receiving. So friends, whatever we are discussing in YouTube video, every day I am circulating it in your WhatsApp group, in your Google group. At the same time, I request all of you to go through the study materials that have been supplied to you, and at the same time you watch this program, this YouTube video program. So this program as well as the material that you have received will help you for your exam preparation. At the same time, being a master students, this input will also help you for your understanding about different content point, different themes that has been incorporated, that has been kept in the MA Education program. And only watching this YouTube video program will not enough, because it is not possible to discuss each and every aspect of the content or the unit that has been there in your program. Better you watch this program. This is a type of overview of the unit. At the same time, you have to read your material. So friend, today now we will discuss about education as an operational aspect of society. You see, in our initial discussion in the first program of this unit, we have already discussed that how education is considered as a subsystem of the society, how education practices the norms, the principles, the laws in spirit with society. Means whatever going on in a society, in an educational institute also, maybe you can say from the larger to the smaller, from the higher unit to a smaller unit, just like led from the Ministry of Education till the school, Ministry of Education, then after different you can say the UGC, the regulatory bodies, the research institutions, the national institutions, at the same time the central universities, state universities, and colleges, okay, where the graduation and post graduation studies are done in the colleges. At the same time, at the ground level, you can say at the field level, the schools, okay. So everywhere, wherever there is a system of education, there is an unit of education, you will find that they function with a system, as just like a community, just like a society. So that's why we call that education is a miniature of the society, or you can say education as a subsystem of the society. So friends, now we'll discuss that the other operational aspect of the society, means you can say how we call education as an operational aspect of the society. First, we'll discuss about the functions of education. You see, George Paine considers three main functions of education from the point of view of educational sociology. These 3 points, that is, you can say assimilation of tradition in the society, then second, development of new social patterns in the society, and the third is creative and constructive role of the society. So friends, in a sociological view, in a sociological perspective, you can understand that education teaches us, this is the operational function of education, is to understand the society, to assimilate the tradition of the society, and to practice the norms, traditions, the customs, which is in a society, that the societal groups or the members of the group, they practice. At the same time, education also, this is the function of the education, that not only to practice, not only to assimilate, rather at the same time it also works for the development of a new social pattern. Okay, so many a time you will find that new things, new innovations that comes to the society, that comes to the practice of the society, and the community and societal members, they are also practicing the new development. So that's why you can say that because of this education, because of the development of education, that new social patterns, new social you can say practices that has come, and the societal members practicing it. So this is also another function of education. Then further we can say that the creative and constructive role of education. You see, education creates certain new things, education constructs certain new things. Society is already existing, we have the society, but society is you can say this is an ever dynamic concept. Okay, society is never static. Okay, society is every day, every moment. Okay, the society is changing, certain aspect of the society is changing. Okay, so that's why you can say that when society is changing, education helps to change the society for the betterment of the individual, for the betterment of the social living, for the betterment of the community, or the group of people those are living in the society. Education construct the society. So friends, in a sociological perspective, as like the George Paine, so we can say that education acts to assimilate the tradition of the society, then development of new social patterns of the society. At the same time, it also functions for creative and constructive development of the society. So further we can say that the work of education in the society, that is, you can say we use two concepts in the society. One is the enculturation and other is the acculturation. Enculturation, as per Mary Goodman, you can say that it uses the word enculturation to describe the process of transmitting a culture to the young ones, to the you can say young population, to the young generation. The process by which the young generation learn the tradition, or you can say the traditional ways of the society, is called as enculturation. It differs from society to society. You can say the enculturation to great extent takes place through indirect, informal, and unconscious process. So friends, being a part of your family, being a part of the society, many a times you must have observed, you must have experienced that nobody has taught you, rather in a very informal way, in a very unconscious way, you have learnt many things, you have observed the societal practices, and from one generation to other generation, you will find that the knowledge is transmitting, the experiences are transmitting. Okay, the happenings of the society is transmitting. Nobody is there to tell you to do this, to do that. Definitely in our family you will find that the senior members, the elder members, they are also teaching us, they are also providing us a guidelines, but at the same time what we have done that by observing certain things we also learn many things in the society. So that's why unconsciously, informally, this has done. Okay, so otherwise many a time you must have experienced, you must have heard from others that they have said that nobody has taught us, we have learned from the situation, we have learned by observing the society, observing different happenings in the society. So that's why enculturation is a part of function. This is the function of education in the society. Then further we can say that the acculturation, that is, you can say it is required that the members of the society must learn to adapt the constant change in the culture, the process by which individuals learn the new, or you can say the emerging customs and values, is called as acculturation. So you see, I have already said that the society is ever changing, ever dynamic. Okay, this is not static. So that's why the changing norm of the society, or you can say the emerging innovations in the society, the skill of acquiring the societal changes, the you can say the changing norm of the society is called as the acculturation. So here you see there is certain process to adapt, there is certain process to acquaint oneself or to learn that what are the things that has been changed in the society, then accordingly we adopt that change. So friends, this is the function of education for bringing change in the society. It may be acculturation or it may be enculturation. And further we can discuss that the other operational aspect of society, that is you can say education helps for social change. Okay, social change and social mobility or social stratification. So you will find that in a society, I have already said that society is ever changing. You will find that there is a movement of status of the group of people in a society, from one strata to other strata, from one level to other level, from one standard to other standard. That is called as mobility. You see, in a society, you will find that we experience social mobility in a positive order, mostly in a positive order. And sometimes also you must have observed that there is change in a negative order also. And many a time you will find that the change, the mobility is horizontal in nature, and many a time it is vertical in nature. Means because of education, because of you can say practice of individual, because of you can say acquiring certain skill, you will find that one is moving from a lower level to a higher level. Okay, so the individual or the persons, the members of the society, they compete themselves, they feed themselves according to the need of the society, according to the requirement of the society, according to the need of this world. Then accordingly the social changes takes place. And you see the development of science and technology in the field of education, that also a factor for bringing changes in the society, for bringing dynamism in the society. So that's why friends, we can say that education functions very constructively, education works very constructively for bringing social change in the society. Okay, so every day you will find that there is certain change, and you can say that that changes may not be visible, that changes may be very slow. Still then you cannot say that a society is stagnant, a society is it stays at a place where it was earlier. No, physically that society is there, but in other aspects, so far as the functions of the society is concerned, you will find that it is changing. You can take the example that earlier you see how science and technology and education helps for dynamic change of the society. So at a time we do not have a telephone. Okay, and you will find that if we talk about the matter relating to 60s and 70s, you'll find that if there is a telephone in a village, then in a village or in a panchayat, then that's a great thing. But now you see, within a development of few decades, now you will find that even in the village, in every family, even if in a family, with the hands of every member, every adult member of the family, there is a smartphone, there is a mobile phone. Okay, so easily they are communicating with others, making a video call, and they are accessing internet. So you see how the changes taking place in the society. This is also a part of social change, and it happens because of education. It happens because of the development of science and technology in the sphere of education. So friends, we can say that this is one of the operational aspect of the society, that education helps for bringing many societal change. It may be in agriculture, it may be in science and technology, it may be in communication, it may be even if in teaching learning process, in education. So you will find that the society is changing. So you can also take the example that at a time, the family members, they were not sending their children for higher education to the city areas, but now you will find that the girls, they are studying any discipline, maybe engineering, maybe defense studies, and now they are participating in every aspect, or in every types of job, in every types of profession. Okay, so that's why this is the signal, this is the sign of the change of the society, the mobility of the society. So education here helps for bringing such change. Further, we can say that education also works for economic development of the society. So friends, when we talk about development of science and technology, ultimately here the development takes place in the economic capacities, economic abilities of the people, the per capita income, and the earning of the people, and maintaining one's life, and the quality, maintaining a quality life. Okay, so that's why education also works for bringing economic development of the individual, at the same time of the society. Then further, we can also discuss education as an operational aspect of society, as political system and education. Education works in different political systems. So friends, we can discuss three types of political system. You see, the considerations in three types of political systems are here different when we talk about let fascism. Okay, so in fascism, they believe in the supremacy of the state over the individual. They consider that state is everything, and our every action for the betterment of the state, means whatever we will do, that should be for the state only. So that's why every individual's contribution is for the state. Means here individual is given comparatively less importance in comparison to the state. So state is given much importance in comparison to the individual. So here the education system that develops in a fascist state, you will find that their curriculum and everything is determined, is constructed as per the system of the government. At the same time, when you talk about the communist philosophy, you can say the communist philosophy is the philosophy of scientific realism. You can say that the communist believes in building of a classless society. That means the equal distribution of social wealth, then the equal status of the people of the state is given importance so far as the communist form of government is concerned. So that's why here you will find that the individual prosperity is given, the progress and prosperity is given less importance in comparison to this prosperity of the nation. So here a spirit of nationalism, you can say a nation as a whole is everything. The concept of nation as a whole, you will find that it is reflected in their education system. And friends, when we talk about democracy, it believes the development of individual. It concerns with the right of the individual. Just like India is a democratic country, you will find that we have in our constitution, this has been rightly discussed, that education is a right, education is a fundamental right. You can talk about the constitutional provision of education. You can talk about the Article 45. You can talk about recently the Article 21A. Okay, that is the Right to Education Act 2009. So here in a democratic country, you will find that every individual is given importance. The rights of every individual is given importance, and it considers that when the individual will given the rights and given opportunity for work, given opportunity for their prosperity, given opportunity for you can say work on with their aptitude, and to make them productive, then ultimately the society will progress, ultimately the country will progress, ultimately the nation will progress. So the constitution of the nation, or you can say the formation of this nation, though it is very abstract in nature, still then you will find that this is because of the community, this is because of the people, this is because of the individual groups. So that's why in a democratic country you will find that the individuals, the development of individual, the prosperity is giving of individual is given utmost priority, top priority. Okay, so that's why friends, we are talking about education as an operational aspect of the society. So that's why these are the certain areas where education operates, education functions, just like for bringing social change, or you can say for bringing you can say economic development of the society, or for practicing a democratic principle in the society, for developing curriculum as per the democratic principle, democratic spirit of the society. So friends, these are the certain important aspect in this unit. We have already discussed in the first section of this unit about how education is a subsystem of the society, and in this video we have discussed about different operational aspects of the society, how education works. So I think these two videos will make it clear to understand this unit, and my request to you all, you should go through the study material which is given in your course in MES 011 course. At the same time you watch these two videos, then accordingly prepare your notes for the term and examination. At the same time you try to understand the concept, the content, and the themes that has been discussed in this course, because this is the first course and this course is a type of bridge course. This course will help you to understand the other courses of MA education program, that is MES 012, 013, 14, 15 and 16. So this is a type of bridge course. Those have studied education in their graduation level, they are in a bit, you can say they are in a comfortable position to understand such things. But those have not studied education in their graduation level, this course will help them to understand better other courses of this program, because this is the bridge course, and here we have discussed about the basic concepts that deals in education, that addresses in education. So friends, today we have discussed two videos, and tomorrow we will discuss unit 2, the second unit of MES 011 course, that is understanding education. Thank you.